Hi, I'm Susie Simmons, and I'm here to share with you a Google Gateway tool just to get you started or to drive some more interest if you are already using it. Within the Tools menu, you can then go down to Research, and when you open up the Research tool, you'll see on the right-hand side a bunch of tools pop up. Now, what's awesome about this is that it basically gives us Google search results right within our Google Drive without ads or any sort of fun stuff like that. So if I were to search for example, just Google Drive, then I will get all kinds of web results underneath my underneath my search results here. Then I can also search for just images. I can search for scholarly articles, quotes, dictionary terms, or tables, all right within our Google Research panel in Google Documents. So it makes it really easy to find stuff without being distracted by everything else that's going on. Now, if you were to find an image that you wanted to use, something cool is that you can drag the image, which is just out of Google Images, and then you'll notice that I have a number 1 show up because down at the bottom of our page, we have notes about where the image is from. So in this case, it's just a URL to where we found it so we can properly cite it later. So that's pretty awesome. Really built-in citations. Well, okay, it gets better than that. So if I'm looking for citations for Google Drive, I've been researching an article. I can go into everything. I find something here. I can insert a link. Okay, so that just turned that into a link, and then if I wanted to, I want to cite it. So I'm going to cite the link, and then at the very bottom, we finally have, look at that, we have a nice little citation to where we found that article on the web. Now, let's look even further than that. What kind of format do you want your citations to be put in? Use the drop-down arrow, and then you can change it from MLA to APA or Chicago-style formatting. All of those are really commonly used in different school environments, so you can change it easily depending on which one you need. So I really like the research module within here. If you do choose to use, for example, images, then you can also filter your results down to which ones you have Creative Commons licensing for, which can be a good digital citizenship discussion in your classroom. The last part that I wanted to talk about on the research module is the ability to define our terms. And if we find a term that we need to define, we can go to Tools and Define. And then it will show us the dictionary definition over here. If we decided that we didn't want to use tools, for example, we could use implement. Okay, so that gives me a really easy way to figure out what other words I need to be using in my document if I'm using the same word over and over again. Super handy in the classroom. Okay, and when I find the definition of the tool of implement, for example, then I can also click on any of the other synonyms that they have in order to define it further. So that is researching within Google Documents.